Hi Preps, welcome back to day 3 of getting our knowledge ready of our big book, Mr. McGee and the Blackberry Jam. Today our two learning intentions are we are learning our new vocab word of the week style, and our success criteria is I can tell a partner what the wow word style means, I can use the wow word style in a sentence, and I can say what some synonyms for our wow word style are. And our second learning intention is we are learning to use the chunky monkey reading strategy. And our success criteria is I can break the words into chunks that I know to use to work out a word in the book. So we're looking for the word style again today. Okay, so remember we're using chunky monkey, which is to break the word into chunks you already know. Could be digraphs, blends, or smaller words that you already know in the word. Today, as you read, I'm going to pause at a word, and I would like you to try to work out what the word would be using your chunky monkey, and then we're going to keep reading. Mr. McGee and the Blackberry Jam by Pamela Allen. Underneath this apple lives a man called Mr. McGee. This morning he was feeling. He'd made the porridge and it was lumpy. He'd put 2 sugars in his tea, then spilt the lot and burnt his knee. When he went to butter his bread, he found the too hard to spread. So it wasn't surprising when he said, I hate marmalade, I want blackberry jam instead. So off he went with his billy to find the blackberries for his. He walked and walked for quite a while until he came upon a stile. Guess what he could see from there? Blackberries, blackberries everywhere. Shouting, what I have found, he took one leap onto the ground, so he could pick those big round berries, black and fat and big as cherries. One by one in the billy they dropped. He liked the sound of plip plop plopped. Now while he picked so busily, him where he couldn't see, a herd of heifers gathered round to view the stranger they had found. When Mr. McGee discovered them there, he blurted out, I've washed my hands, I've combed my hair, oh come on girls, you're not being. You know that it is rude to stare. He turned his back and went on. And that was when they started. All their tongues went in and out, up and down and round about. Mr. McGee began to squirm, as though he were a little worm. Stop it, please, you're tickling me. And then he giggled helplessly. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho, hee hee hee, ha ha ha, ho ho ho, hee hee hee. Just like a kookaburra's song, the laughing noise went on and on. The bull let out a mighty, Get out of here, you cheeky fellow. The startled heifers all turned round. The bull was pawing at the. Mr. McGee just turned to stone. He couldn't run or move a bone. One moment he was standing there, the next he was into the air. As he soared above the crowd, he just had time to shout out loud, I think the lot of you are. Then both his hands clutched at his bottom. He landed softly in a heap on the back of a woolly. He rode the sheep just like a horse and got home really fast, of course. That night when he was safe in, He thought about his day, then said, I can't think what got in my head. It's marmalade I love on bread. Okay, so our word of the week was style. Yesterday, your job was to have a go at putting the word style into a sentence. He walked and walked for quite a while until he came upon a stile. Style. So your job is to think about what was a style. If you didn't have a go at this yesterday, you could have a go today to tell an adult what you think style means and have a go at using it in a sentence. And then you could record your response or write it down and take a photo and post it to Class Dojo so that your teacher can see. Your job today, so your task today, is to make a list of as many synonyms as you can think of for the word style. And you could record yourself doing this as well or write it down and take a photo. Remember, our dictionary meaning of style is an arrangement of steps that allows people but not animals to climb over a fence or wall. My sentence yesterday was, I jumped over the stile to enter the paddock. What might a synonym for stile be? It could be like a fence or some type of fencing. Some synonyms that I came up with for our word of the week style included fence, barrier, barricade, or a cattle guard. That was a tricky word, style. All right, guys, tomorrow we'll have a go at reading with fluency, and your job will be to have a read along with me. Okay, see you tomorrow.